Let me just start off today's video by saying Lowe's employees go absolutely hard. I also love it when they tell you to ask them if you have any questions and then proceed to stand right next to you for like the next 5 to 6 minutes. There's a slight possibility that this Lowe's employee wanted to, like, I don't know, eat my intestines. I'm not 100% sure. He was being really creepy. He was just like being around me in my general area for absolutely no reason. Maybe you didn't have anything else to do, but I don't know. Give me space, stop taking my oxygen. Anyways, all jokes aside, let's get straight into today's video. I actually wanted to give you guys a quick little tour of what's available at Lowe's when it comes down to Halloween decorations. And you guys may be wondering, why is it that I'm uploading this if it's not really Disneyland related? Well, I guess it is Disney related, but just not, I guess, Disneyland directly. I guess it's indirectly related. There was a dancing Mickey there, and I'm not going to play the music because I don't want to get hit with like a copyright situation. So I think he is dancing to Monster Mash. They did also have a ton of stuff from Corpse Bride as well as the Haunted Mansion. They also had some inflatables up top that featured, Stitch. There was some Mickey Mouse stuff. I mean, they really had a variety of different options here, which is what I kind of liked about Lowe's. They kind of either went hard or they went super soft. There was like another really cool, intricate animatronic like skeleton DJ that you can actually connect your phone to through Bluetooth, and he'll actually play your music, which is absolutely insane. There's a tiny little dancing skeleton right next to it. I will say the price points here are all over the place. Sometimes I do feel like you can get a ton of value. Like you can get a gigantic animatronic that is like 10 feet tall. And then other times you're getting a tiny little dancing skeleton for about $100. So it just depends, I think, on who the company is that is manufacturing these particular animatronics and whether they have to pay licensing fees. That's another big point of emphasis, right? If they're manufacturing an animatronic based on Disney, they clearly have to pay some sort of fee to Disney or, for the rights to manufacture something like that. They also had some smaller decorations, which I think are really cool if you don't have the space or if you don't have a house. If you live like an apartment or a condo, you can have something small like one of those little snow globes, for example. They also had some other little animatronics where you press a button, they would light up or do something, much smaller. They were usually like under a foot tall. I will say with the snow globes, I was very disappointed because they all essentially do the same thing. You hit the button, there's a tiny little amount of debris that flies around on the inside of them, and it usually it plays a song, it lights up, but it's usually the exact same effect. It looks like there's either like dried up leaves flying around the snow globe, or there's some black little debris in there that looks like, I don't know, like bats flying around inside of it. It's pretty cool. It's pretty intricate, but it was just kind of like a copy and paste type of situation. Another thing worth noting when it comes down to some of these animatronics, they went all out. There were some of these where I smashed the button. I was totally prepared for whatever came my way, and then it actually scared me. I was like there in that area for, before the Lowe's employee came and just started stalking me. I was in there for maybe like, I don't know, 10 minutes by myself because my kids are kind of afraid of all of the like home decor regarding Halloween. So they went to the aisle next to this particular area. And so I was there by myself. And this is coming from a grown man, okay, with a giant burly mustache and like, hairy chest and all. And there were some brief moments in there where I was genuinely caught off guard. Like these were genuinely scary. They didn't necessarily like send me running for the exits, but they're still really well manufactured. I think they built up for the most part. Some of these actually have sensors. So if you walk around the animatronic, the head will actually follow you, which I think is pretty cool.
It is not a playground for the curious. Leave or face the consequences of my spells.
useless. What brings you to this forbidden place? To the call of death. The corpse bell slowly tolls for thee.
As I mentioned, they did have a ton of these like inflatable light up decorations that I think are pretty cool. Those are for people that can't quite commit to like the animatronic, or they don't want anything too spooky or scary. I think they kind of pull back a little bit with that. And they're also, much more affordable than like a giant animatronic that is usually going to run you bare minimum. If you're looking for one that's about like 5 feet tall or, higher than that, they're usually going to run you about like $200. So it just depends on your budget. It depends on what you're going for. If you're going for something that's, all out, if you're trying to scare guests, I think they have definitely things that are going to appeal to you. But all in all, it was an absolutely phenomenal experience. I'm actually planning to go down to Home Depot within the next few days, not because I'm a construction worker or some sort of like engineer. No, I'm just going there to check out the animatronics for Halloween, all of the Halloween decor, because a lot of it is Disneyland related. So let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know if you guys have checked out any local stores that have some really good Halloween decor, whether it's Target, Walmart, Lowe's, maybe Burlington, Ross, even Home Depot. So let me know your thoughts down below. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you guys enjoy this type of rambling Disneyland content or just theme park content in general, make sure to stay tuned because I am trying to upload way more consistently. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Enjoy the giant mouse because we know we all do. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.